morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome to Nadlan. We are broadcasting to you from the East Coast of New York, giving you daily updates from real estate entrepreneurs so you can become one yourself. And today we have post number 6 from our entrepreneur of the week, Saar Litmanovich, about positivity, optimism, and patience that will eventually bring you success. So, who we are, Nadlan is providing real estate courses, mentoring, financing, deal analysis, and great deal offerings. And by the way, next Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to have a webinar about financing for foreign nationals and for Americans. So you're welcome to join us. And of course, if you like our content, please give us a thumbs up and register to our channel. It will make everyone be notified. You're going to be notified and everyone else on YouTube. Other people will be able to see our channel. And you're also welcome to find us on Facebook, social networks, and on our website, forumrealestateusa.com. So let's get to it. All right, guys, post number 6 from Saar Litmanovich about positivity, optimism, and patience that will eventually cause you to win. So I really hope I could give you value in that last week in a slightly different way. As mentioned, I'm always available for anything that is needed. So please feel free to ask questions, anything in the world, as well as counter arguments. I would be happy to have relevant discussions and wait on it again. So we've been through a lot this week. If you try to recall what you read, we started from our personal commitment to ourselves. We moved to learn together how to cope and thrive in the world where anything can happen. Number 3, from there directly to how we make ourselves progress. Number 4, but then we took a step back to observe and understand what really drives us forward. Number 5, we then took a look at the present and the future and understood how with a small investment we can improve ourselves over time. Finally, today we touched on something that can potentially, if done right, will be sharpened soon, give you a lot of peace of mind along with significant effectiveness. Do you understand? Many would argue that there is great magic to success. A lot of money with 5 hours of spa a week. I believe it is possible to get there, but not so fast and not at the beginning. How can I object to myself? Robert Chairman talks a lot about the fact that most people spend 90% of their time and it just takes care to spend only 80% of his time. I'll ask you like this. How long does it really take to answer emails and schedule multiple appointments? How long does it really take to centralize business expenses and revenue and send to an accountant? How long does it really take to analyze offers, make suggestions, send professionals, etc., etc.? And also some other examples. So I'll let you know a secret, which doesn't take that much at all. What is the secret? The way I see it. Number 1, focus on the vision and the goals. Number 2, focus on the task itself. Number 3, time management plus good task prioritization. Number 4, inquiry and self-sincerity. Did I tell you that will be expressed? A story about 2 smart people. Patro. Thinks of the Patro principle, also known as the 80-20 principle. It can be seen that this principle is repeated in very many cases in nature and in our lives even today. The base 20% of the time investment resources will bring about 80% of the result. Output. I suggest you to read and continue here. All right, let's see. Better explained. Okay. For a video that shows this nicely, note that long it takes to produce a chart that looks like a car. All right, let's see.
תגידו, הייתם בונים אתר לברנד בינלאומי עם למעלה מ-180 מיליון משתמשים על גבי וויקס? אנחנו כן.
All right. Okay. Parkinson. Thinker of the Parkinson principle. Basis. A task will take as long as it is assigned. If they give us homework for the great freedom, there will be blessed children or dominant parents who will do everything in the first week and then set out for the great freedom. There will be kids who will do them in the last week, if at all, or at most on 9th at 8. True story. If we give ourselves a week for the task, it will probably last a week in total. If we give it a day, then it will probably take a day. The difference is in quality. Whether you think there will be a higher quality of workmanship. And the difference is in how much nonsense we will deal with along the way. Like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and all of those. Thanks for the flashbacks to Saar school, but I try to repress. Have fun, LOL. One last story and then you will come together. The parable of the great stones. A university professors come in with a large jar and ask, "Is the jar full?" "No," the students answer. The professor fills it with large stones to the top and asks, "Is the jar full?" "Yes," they answer him. The professor then pours in medium small stones and asks again, "Is it full?" "Yes," they tell him. Our professor takes out a bag of gravel and pours it in full. "Yes," they answer. The professor takes a jerry can and drains water in. "Now is it full?" What is the excavation about? Your schedule is like the jar. If you throw in big stones, the things that are really important for you to do and promote, fitness, nutrition, relationships, business, career, then they will have a place. But if you fill the jar with the small stones and gravel first, then obviously there will be no room for the big stones. If you fill your schedule with little nonsense, messages, Facebook, etc., that has little meaning and impact on your life, then obviously you will not have time for anything. I'm probably not the first to tell you that you have exactly the same 24 hours a day as all the great entrepreneurs and people in history have had. Anyone who knows me personally knows that I always say, it's nothing, I do not have time. There is such a thing that it is not important enough to me that I prefer it and I invest time in it. Your time is your most important resource and works just like money. Thank you, dear Gilad Pollack. You can invest it in something and profit from it over time, or you can come out of it as a loss. Wouldn't you like your time to be invested in a way that will bring us, just like our financial investment, the maximum return? Glad you asked. Principles of awareness. Number 1. Start working efficiently and not work to be busy. Number 2. Work for output productivity, not to make ourselves feel like we did something. Number 3. Focus. What are my most important tasks, my big stones? Today, week, month, quarter, and year. Midday questions. Am I productive and efficient, or am I just filling my schedule with activities to feel like I'm doing something and actually lying to myself? Have you come this far? Very nice. Here are some practical tools. Number 1, plan. We do not plan to fail. We fail to plan. We already said, Patro, remember yesterday? The few hours in total that you sit and invest in figuring out what your big stones really are, week, month, and year, will have an exponential effect. Ask yourself, what are the main tasks, axes that are really important for me to progress and succeed in? Number 2, petrol with a Parkinson scent. Embed in advance only the most important and valuable tasks. We will limit our time to performing the tasks. You don't have to be busy, you have to do what needs to be done, and you can do it even 4 hours a week. No spelling mistake. For me, just an example of what works for me and fits my personality only. Number 1, once a year, sharpens target and large stones for the year ahead. Number 2, once a quarter, sharpens targets and large stones as derived from the annual computer. Number 3, once a week, sets goals and big stones for the coming week. Includes assignment of tasks themselves in the schedule. Includes the, the limiting task for a limited period of time. Only at the end, add the small stones. At the end of each day, except weekends and holidays, write down on small notes daily tasks for the next day. I've already defined what will be each day when I plan the week. No more than 3 to 4 tasks a day, only being stones. I ask myself, if I can only perform one task tomorrow and then I am not available for a month, what is the task that must be performed and that will have the greatest value? Surrounds it in a circle and records birth 1. I ask myself again, except for this task, what is the most important task to be done tomorrow? Birth impression 2. Embed the task according to my personal preferences along the schedule of today. Know yourself. I know I'm the most productive of tasks of thinking, focusing, and sharpening at the beginning of the day, after training if there has been, and accordingly I will include there 3 tasks that require me to create important emails that require attention, interrogations, or various professional meetings. I know that technical tasks I can easily perform even late, so analyzing transactions, for example, returning unimportant emails, scheduling appointments, and returning unimportant messages will push me to perform more towards the mid-end of the day. Number 3, self-discipline. To do what needs to be done when it needs to be done, and to know how to finish when it needs to be, whether we like it or not. I do not know what about you. For me, this is a significant point that I need to pay attention to and be able to stop letting the feelings if I want to determine whether I perform a task or not. I set a task and then I preferred it. It is important it will be done. At least I do. I usually prefer not to do half the work. I prefer not to do the truth at all. If I do a task, then we will do it till the end. Do not exceed the time limits we have set as much as possible. Work does not have to be perfect. Remember, 20% quality will make 80% of the results. We will not approach in advance with the approach of performing only 20%, but we will perform the most significant 20% on the start from the task, and from there we will continue to polish. The goal is mainly to prevent over polishing, investing time that will not necessarily make a big difference and effect. Number 4, focus. God damn it, throw the phone away from your face. Now is the time for the task you set. A task that requires phone, mute everything you need on the phone so you can concentrate on. Yes, suddenly the task of drafting an email does not take 20 minutes, but only 5 minutes. For those who are suitable, work in Pomodoro. There are full watches of the internet and in apps. 25 minutes of focused work. 5 minutes rest. Self-discipline. After 25 minutes, stop, and after 5 minutes break, come back. For more information, let's see. There's a link to Wikipedia. Pomodoro technique. All right, so you can go to Pomodoro technique on Wikipedia and learn more about it. I highly recommend it in this section to read the book 4 Hours Week. All right, so this is the book, The 4-Hour Work Week. Escape 9 to 5. Live anywhere and join the new rich. All right. Or for non-reading enthusiasts like me, I highly recommend the audiobook. So here is The audiobook.
The 4-Hour Work Week. Escape 9 to 5. Live.
All right, nice. What do you think? Who can start trying to preserve in 2 minutes at the end of each day? I do not guarantee you it will be fun or easy, at least at first, no. I can say from my personal experience that proper time management is an art, and like other things, it is a matter of training. I started from 2 minutes at the end of the day and from 10 minutes a week, which has now become 3 to 4 hours a week in total, out of 168 hours a week. This is a total of 2.3%. Today, it does not rob me of time and effort it demanded for me first time. Today, I experience in my day-to-day freedom because the difference between managing our time and managing our overall day is the freedom we give ourselves. Proper time management, if only to define ourselves what we do want, what we do seek, what we do bring output, and no less important to know what we do not invest our time in, and write it down on a piece of paper. We are already more than 95% ahead from the world, and we are already in our state of mind goal-oriented. When we can bring the routine and formula that suits us, we can do more most areas of our lives and accordingly feel better about ourselves. Suddenly, we are bringing more significant output into the business, but there is also room for family, friends, vacation, leisure, and other vegetables. Because we are not busy being busy, we are busy being efficient, performing more in less time, and that brings real freedom. All right, so I was very happy about this week, and I want to thank once again my Avi and the forum management for the opportunity to be able to make an impact and maybe help someone be a slightly better version of themselves. A small example to summarize. Something I really like in the world of fitness and nutrition is that science is pretty closed on itself in most areas. Every starting position in front of end goals as a receipt of a known route, you just have to go and stick to it. Persistent will see result. Yes, there is no such thing as stubborn fat. It is possible, if you mean it, to reach 8% fat as well. Those who need send a message in private. As in every area of life, the path may not be known in advance, and it is likely that we have made a lot of mistakes, but whoever preserves and invests and over time preserves in good routine and habits that improve and advance us will see progress and results. I promise you that. How easy will it be to remember? POP. Patience, optimism, and positivity. Remember, the goal is not to be perfect, but just to be a great example of being a human. Do not be afraid to fail. Do not be afraid to fall. Instead, be afraid of not doing, be afraid of ending your life with remorse of the guy you did not talk to, of the business you did not start, of the forgiveness you did not ask for, and maybe just for not visiting grandparents one last time when you could. Go out and live your life. Go out and do something that excites you. Be with people who make you feel good about yourself. Go out and fail a lot, but after every failure, you will rise. Draw conclusions, apply in the field, and try again and again because victory is the only option. And as usual, if you have come this far, then you are a true champion. So I'm storming, and my goal is to help people be the best version of themselves. Go now down this life with friends. If you have absorbed, if you only slightly a value that will help you to be a slightly better version of yourself, but feel that this is just the beginning and that you can do much more than that, I would love to suggest this opportunity is one-on-one session where we will work together to help you succeed and especially to show you that you can. Anyone who feels ready to win this life, contact me directly and I will be happy to give you time. There is the phone number here for Saar and the email. You can call him for any questions, claim discussion. and special requests, please feel free to contact me. All right, guys. So if you want to contact Saar, okay, you can find the phone number here on the website and the link to his site. And there are a few posts here. Grant Cardone. Number 1, be the boss. Never compete, dominate. Number 2, be excuse intolerant. Number 3, never bitch out. Number 4, pay bills like a baller. Number 5, play like you have nothing to lose. Number 6, be able to dismiss most opinions. Number 7, outwork everyone. Number 8, take risks. All right, so we see Saar here. All right, this is from Snoopy. We only live once, Snoopy. Wrong, we only die once. We live every day. Okay, nice. And the last pictures. These 10 things require zero talent. Be on time, work ethically, put in the effort, be positive, be passionate, be proud, be prepared to learn, be prepared, be encouraging, be helpful. It's not about what we do, it's about how we do it. All right, guys, very nice. So this is it for today, and we will be with you tomorrow on the next post. Have a good day.